Cara, eu lembro que eu fiquei muito impressionado com essa abertura quando eu joguei a primeira vez, mano. Porque eu já era fã dos filmes do 007. Eu, caralho, velho, o Kojima
Caralho,
roubou
é
a
referência!
abertura. É referência, é referência! Ainda mais quando tem esse trompete na música, sabe? Isso é muito 007.
No final, né?
Isso aí.
Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload anti-free systems shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Cara, ele recuperou. Mesmo um braço deslocado, eu acho que não demora uma semana pra se curar isso.
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Pô, eu não sei se eles vão explicar aí, mas tipo, o Snake vai ser fuzilado por quê?
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to
Só
the
porque ele
bosses
fracassou a
defection.
missão. Bota
ele
trabalho ruim esse aí.
Mas eu acho que ele vai ser fuzilado. Ele vai ser fuzilado pelos americanos? Ou vai, tipo, ele vai acordar na maca do hospital dos russos e vai ser fuzilado por isso?
Eu acho que pelos americanos, né?
Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident.
Esse sotaque é bom, hein, mano?
I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the
Esse
American
sotaque é bom
government.
mesmo.
You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little coaction?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
É uma missão também suicida, né?
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
É verdade.
KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of
Esse
insiders.
pervertido Kojima.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. speed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished.
Assisti o filme e assistiu errado
I
ainda.
watched the movie again
Pra
just to make
caralho.
sure.
É
In fact, I even
muito
ordered the
mula,
actual
né,
film.
velho?
when the
Fracassou a
movie
missão por culpa dele.
yeah, it doesn't
Azar
sound like the
mesmo.
greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency?
Esse diálogo
140.
é só pro Kojima mostrar que ele
0.85.
entende de filme.
Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this
E
mission.
só pra
Is this
consolidar
her last chance
que
too?
o Zero é ele, né?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license
No
revoked.
início a gente não tinha
More or less the
certeza. No
same
início
kind
não
of
dava pra
thing.
saber, na verdade, né? Mas agora. Ah, não, se
Her
bem que ele se
frequency
apresentou como Zero
is the
também.
same as during the
Sim.
Virtuous mission.
É, então.
145.73.
Dá pra saber que ele tem de filme.
She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same. 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area has been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
Peraí, impressão minha ou
Circumstances are different this time. You're
tá
now on an official
escrito
mission
lá
for the United States
Luleliló,
government.
aí eles
It
falam
will
lá
be necessary to
Lilulelo.
make your presence known to a certain
Eu não
extent
prestei atenção.
to the Khrushchev regime at the very
A
least.
legenda tá
But
com a
remember,
ordem errada,
this is still a
parece.
sneaking
Não sei se
mission.
tá prestando atenção.
Snake, if you fail this mission, it
É
will mean
verdade,
an
né?
all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Não sei nem que...
Understood. Commencing
Não sei se eles vão
Operation
falar de
Snake
novo.
Eater.
Acho que não vão falar de novo, né? Só quando encontrar a Eva, ele vai falar quem são os Patriots e ela não vai responder. Cara, essa parte aqui eu não lembro como é que faz, não. Honestamente. Eu acho que aqui vai zicar um pouco o rolê. Aqui.
Pô, rapaz, é foda, hein?
Tem arma, vai ser foda. Eu joguei o quê? Uns 10 minutos? Com 1h40 de cutscene.
É, o Kojima Old Order, né?
É. E o Metal Gear Solid 4 é pior ainda de cutscene. E é meu favorito.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Vai rápido, hein? O Snake tem que aprender a remontar a arma, mano. Ele não sabe.
O Snake é burro também, né, mano? Se a missão dele é matar a boss, assim que viu ela já tinha que ter começado a atirar.
Exatamente.
You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
É isso aí.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Não consegui nem lutar, que você foi spotado, vai dar game over. Puta que pariu aí. Eu não lembro como é que faz isso aqui.
What the hell is this?
Não. Opa. Eita. Eu não sei qual botão disso aqui é não. Eu tô ouvindo passo na minha direita, eu tô ficando doido. Eita porra! Como é que agarra ele? Que coisa? Aí fodeu. Fudeu.
Os caras acordam rápido, né? Tá só com 2 estrelas aí.
Meu Deus, que fudeu? Vou bangar ele aqui.
Vai lá.
Na minha cabeça vai dar certo. Não adiantou nada. Pera aí, apagou, hein?
Probably around here somewhere. Where'd he go?
Quase que.
Tá meio fraca essa bang aí, hein?
Tá meio fraco mesmo. Não vi nada não. Caralho, mano. Vou testar mais uma coisa.
Tirar do European Extreme.
Como é que faz pra mirar em primeira pessoa? Assim.
Who was that just now? Where'd he go?
Tô seco. Viu nada, viu nada. Ah, muito fácil, isso é louco. E assim que faz. Aprendeu?
Mas é assim que os speedrunner faz mesmo, velho.
É assim mesmo, com 2 flash, não sabia.
Não sei. Eu sempre vejo. Eu sempre vejo eles fazendo um negócio ali que. Eles chegam perto do cara e dão uma cambalhota e já derruba os caras.
Eu sei de um negócio, eu não tenho certeza se funciona, tá? Eu não tenho certeza se funciona. Mas se tu correr com a granada ativada, tu não faz barulho. Eu não tenho certeza se é isso mesmo. Posso estar enganado. Existe esse mundo. Aí não. Aí tu fez barulho, caralho! Vai fazer barulho agora? Não. Como é que interroga o cara? Eu não sei. Como é que interroga o cara? Eita, pô! Não é esse botão. Mano, como é que te interroga, mano?
Speak.
Ah,
When throwing a grenade, if shot,
ué? Entendi nada. Beleza. Fácil, King. Fácil.
Eu quero ver passar isso aí sem matar ninguém.
Sem matar ninguém?
É.
O que eu fiz sem matar ninguém, cara? Ou essa parte aqui mesmo?
Não, você matou os caras ali que eu vi, velho.
Ah, pois é, então. Tu queria que eu fizesse tudo sem matar ninguém.
É, sem matar ninguém.
Ah, eu também queria ver. Eu quero saber como foi que eu fiz aqui. Porque eu já fiz a Run Foxhound, né? Pra conseguir a conquista do Foxhound. Mas eu não lembro como foi que eu fiz. Mas em vez de ter matado eles, eu podia ter só nocauteado eles.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down!
Pinou tudo.
There is your answer.
Qual a necessidade dela fazer isso?
The name's Eva.
É, justamente pra seduzir o Snake, né? E
É,
dá
faz
certo.
sentido. É, dá certo. Dá certo que ele não para de olhar. Ele nem disfarça, né, mano? Fica olhando mesmo.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you
O
really
pessoal
ought
tá
to be back
ouvindo
in
o que
the
eles estão conversando?
ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.